everyone. In the previous session, you have learned about the minors and cofactors of the elements of the determinant. Now, the minors, cofactors and the adjoint are used to find the inverse of a square matrix. Okay. So, let us see what is the adjoint of a square matrix. See, consider one square matrix. A is equal to the square matrix of order 3 here. You know how to represent the square matrix of order 3 in the general form. How to write that? A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. This is how we write the matrix, general representation of a matrix of order 3. So, we write here A is equal to Aij of order 3 cross 3. Isn't it? This is how we represent a square matrix of order 3. Now, what is a cofactor matrix? In the previous session, you have learned what is a cofactor of each element of a determinant. Now, cofactor matrix is denoted by matrix Aij. What is this Aij? This Aij is a cofactor of each element of determinant. And here Aij, this Aij is a cofactor of the element Aij. Okay, so cofactor matrix is nothing but here these elements A11. What is the cofactor of A11 is denoted by block letter A11. So the next element is A12. The cofactor is A12, A13. So in place of the elements, if you write the cofactors of each element, then that matrix is called cofactor matrix. Okay. So here Aij, matrix Aij is a cofactor matrix which is equal to A11, A12, A13. Just observe here the letters are taken as capital letters are taken A11, A12, A13. That means the elements here are the cofactors. So cofactors A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. This is a cofactor matrix. Now, adjoint of a square matrix. Say adjoint of a square matrix is denoted by ADJ. Adjoint, in short it is written as ADJ of a matrix A, square matrix A. Adjoint of A is nothing but the transpose of a cofactor matrix. Here we have the cofactor matrix. If you interchange the rows and columns, you will get the transpose of cofactor matrix, transpose of this. So, if you write the transpose of a cofactor matrix, that is nothing but adjoint of A. That's simple it is. Look at this. Adjoint of A is the transpose of the cofactor matrix. Cofactor matrix. How will you denote the cofactor matrix as? It is the transpose of cofactor matrix is Aij. Transpose of Aij. So, transpose of Aij, how will you write that? So, adjoint A equals, write the transpose of this, interchanging the rows and columns. First row change to first column, that is A11, A12, A13. First row change to first column. Now, the second row change to second column, A21, A22, A23. Now, the third row, A31, A32, A33, third column. Okay. So, when you interchange the rows and columns of cofactor matrix, that is the transpose of a cofactor matrix is adjoint A. Adjoint A is equal to, look at this, it is how we represent adjoint A. A11, A21, A31. So, vertically you write A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Please make a note of this. So, what is the adjoint A? How will you define the adjoint A? Adjoint of a square matrix A is equal to Aij of order n cross n is the transpose of the cofactor matrix. What is the cofactor matrix? Aij of the same order. You will get this of the same order, where this block letter Aij is the cofactor of the element of a matrix Aij. Once again, adjoint of a square matrix A is equal to Aij. It's a square matrix. A is a square matrix here. Is what? Is the is defined as the transpose of a cofactor matrix. Cofactor matrix is denoted by, it's a matrix where each element is a cofactor Aij. This block letter denotes the cofactor. Small letter a denotes a element of a matrix. So it is Aij of same order where Aij is the cofactor of element Aij of a matrix. Okay. So here we have to note down this. Adjoint of A is a matrix where each element is a cofactor. Each element is a cofactor. A11, A12, A13 and A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33, which is the transpose of a cofactor matrix. Please make a note of this. Next we will see the examples. Look at this, students. Find the adjoint of A is equal to the square matrix of order 2, 2, 3, 1, 4. Okay. So you have to find the cofactor of each element and you have to get the transpose of a cofactor matrix. So that first find the cofactor of each element. So first element is A11, which is deleting first row and first column, 1 plus 1 even number. So plus 4. Deleting first row, first column, we get the element 4. Next, A12, deleting the first row and second column. Eliminate first row and second column. The 1 plus 2 odd number, so minus 1. Odd number, if you add it up and you get the odd number, then write minus. Minus 1. A21, delete the second row, first column. So the remaining element is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So it's odd number, so minus. And deleting the second row, first column, we'll get the element 2. Finally, A22 equals 2 plus 2 even number. So plus, delete the second row, second column. Second row, first column. When you delete the second row, first column, here we will get 4. And delete the second row, second column, we will get 2. Okay. Now, what is a cofactor matrix? Therefore, cofactor matrix is, write the matrix as, in place of the elements, you write the cofactors of them, 4, minus 1, minus 4, 2. Now, the transpose of the cofactor matrix is adjoint. What is adjoint A? Therefore, adjoint A is equal to transpose of a cofactor matrix. Cofactor matrix, which is adjoint A is transpose of 4 minus 1 minus 4, 2. First row, first column is 4. Second row. Now, adjoint A is 4 minus 3 minus 1, 2. What is the relation between A and adjoint A? Is it possible to get the value of adjoint A using the direct given matrix A? Look at this. If you write, if A is given as 1, 2, 3, 4, its adjoint A can be written directly. Look at this. What is adjoint A? 4 and 2. Here 2 and 4 are the diagonal elements. For adjoint A, it is 4 and 2. That means you need to interchange the elements of principal diagonal. Observe the adjoint A and A carefully. A is 2, 3, 1, 4. Adjoint A we got 4 minus 3 minus 1, 2. So when you interchange the diagonal elements, 2 and 4 are the diagonal elements. When you interchange them, you will get 4 and 2. And what about the other two elements of diagonal elements? Here is minus 3, minus 1 and plus 3, plus 1. That means here diagonal elements interchange, interchanging diagonal elements, and other two off diagonal elements change the sign. Change the sign. Okay. So, without calculating the cofactors, directly we can get the adjoint of a given square matrix if it is of order 2. How to get that? Diagonal element, interchange them. The off diagonal elements, change the sign. So directly, if this is given as, so adjoint A is directly written as, look at this, interchanging 4 and 2. You write 2 and 4, it is interchanged, 4, 2 we write. And 3 and 1, change the sign, -3, -1. This is adjoint. So here also we got the same. Even interchanging the principal diagonal elements and changing the sign of other two elements, of diagonal elements, we get the adjoint A. So very important conclusion, students. Directly we can write the adjoint of a given square matrix if the square matrix is of order 2, then only. Look at the next example. Find the adjoint of a square matrix A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, how to find the adjoint? Adjoint A equals, we can directly find out by how? The diagonal elements interchange and other two off diagonal elements change the sign. So, what is adjoint A? It is written as diagonal elements interchange them 4, 1. Off diagonal elements change the sign -2, -3. This is the adjoint A. Look at this, student, directly we will get. One more example, look at this. Example 3. If A is equal to 2 minus 4, 5 minus 3. What is the adjoint of this? Yes, directly we can write, isn't it? Adjoint is interchanging the diagonal elements. So, adjoint A equals, how can you find this? Interchange the diagonal elements, -3, 2. Change the sign of other two elements, -4 change to +4, 5 change to -5. So, interchanging the diagonal elements, we get -3 and 2. Changing the sign of other two elements, we got it as +4 and 5. -3 +4 -5, 2 is the adjoint of A. Look at the next question. Find the adjoint of a square matrix. A is equal to, it is a square matrix of order 3. Now, how to find the adjoint of a square matrix of order 3? If the square matrix is of order 2, directly we can write the adjoint. But to find the square matrix of order 3, you have to find the cofactor of each element here and then write it as a transpose of the cofactor matrix. Okay. So, it can be found directly taking the cofactors of each element and writing it as a cofactor matrix. The transpose of cofactor matrix is adjoint A. So, we will find that. Now, what is a cofactor of 1? It is denoted by A11, which can be written as A11, deleting the first row and first column. First write the sign, position sign, that is 1 plus 1, 2 even number. So, plus determinant of, delete the first row and first column, we will have 3, 5, 0, 1, which is equal to, how much is it? 3 minus 0, or just we write 3. Multiply 3 into 0 minus 0, this is 3. Now, the second element is A12. A12. So, 1 plus 2, 3, odd number. So, minus, delete the first row and second column. We will have 2, 5, minus 2, 1. Delete the first row and second column, 2, 5, minus 2, 1. Cross multiply, minus of 2 minus minus 10, plus 10 is minus 12. So, A13 now, A13 is 1 plus 3, even number, 4 is even, so plus delete the first row and third column, we will have 2, 3 minus 2, 0, cross multiply 0 minus 6 is plus 6, so it is 6. That is A13. Now, what is A21? 2 plus 1, 3, odd number, minus. Delete the second row and first column, we will have minus 1, 2, 0, 1, isn't it? Delete the second row and first column, minus 1, 2, 0, 1, cross multiply, minus of minus 1 minus 0 is minus of minus plus 1. A22, 2 plus 2, even 4 plus, so delete the second row, second column, 1, 2, minus 2, 1, which is 1 minus minus 4, 1 plus 4 is 5. Next A23, 2 plus 3 is odd number 5, so minus of, delete second row, third column, 1 minus 1 minus 2, 0 equals, second row, third column when you eliminate, 1 minus 1 minus 2, 0, cross multiply students, it is minus of 0 minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2, 0 minus 2, minus of minus plus 2. Now, 3 more are left. A31, A32, A33 are left. Now, A31 is deleting the first column, third row and first column, 3 plus 1, 4, so plus, eliminating the third row and first column, we will have minus 1, 2, 3, 5, which is cross multiply here, minus 5, minus 6, minus 11. This is 3 plus 2, 5, minus sign. Delete the third row and second column. We will have 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 5, which is minus of 5 minus 4 is minus 1. A33, delete third row, third column. So, it is plus 1 minus 1, 2, 3. So, third row, 1 minus 1, 2, 3 is 3 minus minus 2 plus 2 is 5. Now, what is our adjoint A? Adjoint A is equal to transpose of the cofactor matrix. So, A11, A12, A13. You are writing A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23. And third column A31, A32, A33. This is adjoint. Adjoint A is a transpose of cofactor matrix. So, A11, A12, A13 comes in the first column, second column like this. Now, what is it? We got the values. So, adjoint A can be written as A11 is 3, then A12 is minus 12, 6, then A21, 1, 5, 2, minus 11, minus 1, 5. Adjoint A, 3, 1, minus 11. Okay. So, adjoint A we get by finding the cofactor of each element and writing the transpose of it. Let us see next one theorem. Look at the theorem. Theorem 1, if A is any given square matrix, then A into adjoint A is equal to adjoint A into A is equal to determinant A into I, where I is a square matrix of the same order as a square matrix A. Okay, the order of I and A are same. So A into adjoint A equals adjoint A into A is equal to determinant A into I. See, first we will prove A into adjoint A is equal to determinant A into I. Also, similarly, we can say even adjoint A into A is also determinant A into I. Okay, first what are A and adjoint A? We consider let A is equal to, A is a square matrix. As you directly, generally how will you write the square matrix? A11, A12, A13, isn't it? A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. It's a general representation of a square matrix of order 3. Now, how will you represent adjoint A? This time we have learned adjoint A is denoted by, it is a matrix, it is a transpose of a cofactor matrix. So, it is A11, A12, A13, we represent like this, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. It is adjoint A. Now, we have to prove matrix A into adjoint A will give you determinant A into I. Determinant A into I. Before going to this, multiplying A into adjoint A, just recall you have learned about the minors and cofactors. In that session, you have learned about the two conclusions. First conclusion states that the sum of the product of each element of any row or column with the corresponding cofactors is delta is equal to determinant of A. So, what is determinant of A? First row elements are multiplied by the corresponding cofactors of first row elements. Cofactors A11 and its cofactor plus A12 into its cofactor plus A13 into its cofactor will give you the determinant A, delta. And that is the first conclusion. And the second conclusion states that each element of any row is multiplied with the cofactor of any other row, then that the sum of that is equal to 0. So, the sum of the product of each element of any row or a column with the cofactors of any other row or column, that is equal to 0. So, using that conclusion, we are going to solve this. So, what is that? If A11 plus A12 plus A13 is equal to 0, that is equal to delta, determinant A. And if it is A11, A21, second row elements, plus A12, A22 plus A13, A23, the elements multiplying with the cofactor of some other row elements. So, it gives a 0. These are the two conclusions we have to apply here. Okay. Now, first one we will consider what is A into adjoint A. Adjoint A equals A into adjoint A. A is here A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. This is A. Now multiply by adjoint A. Adjoint A is written here A11, A21, A31, A21, A31, A22, A323, A12 here, A31, A32, A33. So, multiply A and adjoint A. First row. Now, you are going to multiply the multiplication of two matrices. You know, first row elements are multiplied by first column elements first. Then first row, second column elements. Then first row, third column elements. Similarly, going to second row, first column, second row, second column, second row, third column. That's why it is named as rows and columns. Then the third row, first column elements, third row, second column, third row, third column elements. Go on multiplying now, which is equal to, look at this, first row and first column when you multiply, A11 plus A12 plus A13. What is it? First row elements are multiplied by the cofactors of first row elements. A11, cofactor of A12 is A12 multiplied by plus cofactor of A13 and cofactor of A13, A1. So, when you add up, this will be equal to, you know, it is nothing but determinant A because of our conclusion. Now, first row elements multiplied by second column elements. What do we get? A11, A21. A12, A22. So, A13, A23 means first row elements are multiplied by the cofactors of the second row elements. Then the sum up to 0. So, this second term will be 0 now. Look at this. A11 multiplied by first row elements multiplied by second column elements. A11, A21 plus A12, A22 plus A13, A23. This turns to 0. This is 0. Now, first row elements multiplied by the cofactor of third row elements, this will also be 0. So, A11, A31 plus A12, A32 plus A13, A33 will be 0. So, first row elements, what do we get? Determinant A, 0, 0. Now, second row multiplied by first column. A21, A11, A22, A12 plus A22, A23 determinant of A13. Here, second row elements multiplied by the cofactor of first row elements, so it turn up to 0. Now, second row, second column. Here A21 cofactor of the same A21 plus A22 cofactor of the same A22 plus A23 cofactor of A23. What is it? This is nothing but determinant A. Here we get determinant A. Now the next is second row multiplied by the third column. A21, A31 plus A23, A22, A32 plus A23, A33. You know, second row elements multiplied by the cofactors of third row elements, it turns to 0. It is 0. Now finally, third row first column. Third row multiplied by first column, A31, A11, A32, A12, A33, A13. So, first row elements multiplied by the third row cofactor elements. So, it is 0. Next, third row second column, A21, A31, A21, A32, A22, A33, A23, you know it is 0. Now finally, third row elements are multiplied by the cofactors of third row elements, corresponding elements, sum up to determinant A. Yes, A31 its cofactor, A32 into its cofactor plus A33 into its cofactor, it is delta determinant A. Okay. So, here we have A into adjoint A, which is equal to determinant A 0 0, 0 determinant A 0, 0 0 determinant A. So, we write this as, so what do we get? Adjoint A into A is equal to determinant A 0 0, 0 determinant A 0, 0 0 determinant A. Okay, look at this. Now, each element of a matrix, square matrix, is multiplied by determinant A. Its determinant A is a number. So, that number can be taken out of the matrix to write this as 1 0 0 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Determinant A is taken out. So 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. What is it? This is the identity matrix. So which is nothing but determinant A into I. So what did we prove? Adjoint A into adjoint A is equal to determinant A into I. A into adjoint A here. A into adjoint A is equal to determinant A into I. Similarly, this is the first proof. A into adjoint A is equal to determinant A into I. Similarly, we can say adjoint A into A is equal to determinant A into I. Same way, if you multiply first write adjoint A, then write A, matrix A, and multiply, we will get the same type to write it as determinant A into I. We will get the same. So the two together, we can write this as A into adjoint A is equal to adjoint A into A is equal to determinant A into I. Therefore, we write the conclusion. Therefore, A into adjoint A is equal to adjoint A into A is equal to determinant A into I. Okay. Look at the example based on the same theorem. We have to verify A into adjoint A is equal to adjoint A into A is equal to determinant A into I. What is given here? If matrix A is 1 minus 1 2, 3 0 minus 2, 1 0 3. Matrix A is given. You have to prove that, verify that A into adjoint A, we will get it as determinant A into I. Adjoint A into A, we will get it as determinant A into I. Okay. So first find out what is determinant A. Determinant A equals determinant of 1 minus 1 2, 3 0 minus 2, 1 0 3. Look at this. Here the second column elements are minus 1 0 0, means in the second column elements are such that it has maximum 2 zeros. It's always better to expand it along the second column, correct? So expanding along the second column, here we have what are the position sign? It is diagonally positive, other 4 elements are negative. So it is minus, plus, minus. When you expand it along the second column. So expanding along second column C2, what do we get? Minus plus minus position signs. So it is minus of, what is the first element? Minus 1 into. Delete the first row and second column. Remaining elements are 3 minus 2, 1 3. See how simple it is. Next to 2 elements are 0, whatever the signs over here. So it is plus 0 minus 0, you will get 0 itself. Okay. So it is minus of minus plus. So I write here minus of minus plus 1 into cross multiply 3 into 3, 9 minus minus 2 is 11. So delta or determinant A is equal to 11 we got. Now what is A into adjoint A? We have to find adjoint A. Remember determinant A we got 11. What is adjoint A? See, you know, if a given square matrix is of order 3, adjoint A is a transpose of a cofactor matrix. So you need to find the cofactor of each element. See, it is also, we can even find the cofactor directly. Adjoint A is equal to, you know, it is transpose of a cofactor matrix. Here we are going to get the cofactor of each element directly and get the transpose, you will have adjoint. Transpose of cofactor matrix. So find the cofactor of each element, students. So you know, diagonally the elements are positive, other 4 elements are negative. So first we write plus, here minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Diagonally positive, other 4 are negative. Now we are finding the cofactor of each element. Now cofactor of 1. delete the first row, first column, 0, minus 2, 0, 3. What is the answer? We write later. Now, delete first row and second column, eliminate that. We get 3, minus 2, 1, 3. First row and second column, 3, minus 2, 1, 3. Now, the third one, first row and third column when you eliminate, 3, 0, 1, 0. Next, delete the second row and first column, minus 1, 2, 0, 3. Now, the second row, second column when you eliminate, 1, 2, 1, 3. Delete the second row, third column, 1, minus 1, 1, 0. Remaining elements are 1, minus 1, 1, 0. Next, third row, first column when you eliminate, minus 1, 2, 0, minus 2. Third row, first column, minus 1, 2, 0, minus 2. And third row, second column when you eliminate, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2. Finally, third column when you eliminate, 1, minus 1, 3, 0. Okay. Directly we are finding the cofactors of each element within the matrix itself. So, these elements, now we have to find the elements and write the transpose of it. So, what are the elements here? So, adjoint A is equal to determinant here 0, when you, it is the plus sign need not write, expand it. When you expand the determinant, look at this, if each row or each column, every element is 1, every element is 0, then the determinant value is 0. Cross multiply, you will get 0. Here this is minus of 3 3s are 9, minus 2 is plus 2. That is minus 11 we get here. And here in the second column, every element is 0, so its value is 0. We have to get the transpose of this. Now here minus, cross multiply, minus 1 into 3, that is minus 3. This one, 3 minus 2, 1, minus of 0 minus 1, plus 1. Here plus sign, so minus of minus 2 is plus 2. This is minus of minus 2 minus 6, that is minus 8 into minus, plus 2 into minus 2, 3 into 2, minus 6. Then last one, 0 minus 3, plus 3. You have to write the transpose of this, students. So, it is written as adjoint A is equal to transpose of cofactor matrix. So, we write the first row as first column. They interchange the rows and columns. We directly write here 0, 9 plus 2, minus 11, 0. And the second row change to second column, minus of minus 3, plus 3, 1, minus 1. Third row change to third column, so it is 2, minus of minus 8 is plus 8, 3. It is adjoint A. Now, the next is to find A into adjoint A. Multiply that. You must get that as determinant A into I. Determinant A is 11, I is identity matrix. Okay, so adjoint A we got, we have to find now A into adjoint A. Now, A into adjoint A equals, A is here 1 minus 1 2, 3 0 minus 2, 1 0 3 into adjoint A is 0 3 2 minus 11 1 8, 0 minus 1 3. Multiply the two matrices. What do we get? Multiplying first row with first column, here we have 1 into 0 plus minus 1 into plus 11, minus 11 is plus 11, 0. So, here is 11. First row multiplied by second column, this is 3 minus 1 minus 2, 3 minus 3, we get 0. First row, third column, 2 minus 8 plus 6, it is also 0. Second row, first column, 3 into 0, 0, 0 into 11, 0, 2 into 0, 0. Second row, second column, what is it, student? 3 3s are 9 plus 0 minus of minus plus 2, 9 plus 2, 11. Second row, third column, what is it? 3 2s are 6 plus 0 minus 6, it's also 0. Third row, first column, when you multiply, 1 into 0, 0, 0 into 11, minus 11, 0, 3 into 0 is also 0. Second row, second column, when you multiply the corresponding elements, 1 into 3, 3, plus 0 into 1, 0, 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. Now, second, third row, third column, when you multiply the elements, 1 into 2, 2, plus 8 into 0, plus 9. So, here we have A into adjoint A equals 11, 0, 0, 0, 11, 0, 0, 0, 11. So, 11 is a common element. We can take out 11, which can be written as 11 times 1, 0, 0. See, when you want to take out any common factor from the matrix, then each number should have the same factor. 0 means any number can be taken out. 11, when is this 11 is taken out? 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. What is this? 11 times I. 11 times identity matrix. Now, here we got determinant A, we have 11. So, 11 times I is the same RHS. You see, this one is A into adjoint A, if we got it as 11 times I. A into adjoint A is equal to 11 times I. Now, the next one, adjoint A into A. Can we get the same? Look at this. We will multiply adjoint A into A. What is adjoint A into A? Equals. First we write adjoint A, then multiplied by A. Adjoint A is 0, 3, 2, minus 11, 1, 8, 0, minus 1, 3 into A. A is given as 1, minus 1, 2, 3, 0, minus 2, 1, 0, 3. When you multiply first row with first column, here we have multiplied, students, 0 into 1, 0 plus 9 plus 2. First row, second column, 0 plus 0 plus 0. Second, first row, third column, 0 minus 6 plus 6. Isn't it? Now, multiply second row, first column elements, minus 11 plus 3 plus 8. Second row, second column elements, 11 minus 11 into minus 1 is 11 plus 0, 0. Second row, third column elements, minus 22 minus 2 plus 24. Third row, first column, 0 minus 3 plus 3. Third row, second column, 0, 0, 0. Third row, third column, when you multiply the corresponding elements, we have 0 plus 2 plus 9, which is nothing but 11, 0, 0, 0, 11, 22, minus 22 minus 2, minus 24 plus 24 is 0, 0, 0, 11. Again, we can write this as 11 times I, identity matrix 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. 11 can be taken out. So, this is also adjoint A into A is equal to 11 into I. A into adjoint A is 11 into I we got. Adjoint A into A is also 11 into I we got. So, both are same, equal to determinant A into I, which is this determinant A. Since we have determinant A is equal to 11, what is the determinant A into I is equal to 11 into I. Determinant A into I is also 11I. Look at these three conclusions, students. From 1, 2 and 3, we can make out that therefore, from these three conclusions, A into adjoint A is 11I, adjoint A into A is 11I, I is the identity matrix of same order as A, and determinant A into I, determinant A is 11, so determinant A into I is 11I. So that therefore we can write from the conclusion 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3, we write, we have A into adjoint A is equal to adjoint A into A is equal to determinant A into I. So, this is how we verify giving an example. Thank you, students.